Item 10F, adopt a resolution authorizing the city manager to file an application for state-local partnership program in lieu of federal surface transportation program.
The purpose of this item is to exchange federal surface transportation fund with state and local partnership fund. The city has a 430,000 federal surface transportation fund allocated for this budget year to implement improvement on our arterials. 2 months ago, the San Mateo Transportation Authority came to the local agencies in San Mateo County to offer if the local agencies want to exchange the federal fund with state fund. The benefit for the city of San Bruno and for the other local agency taking and exchanging federal fund to state fund would be that the state fund would be, the city could use state fund on all of the city streets and not just on certain city streets which are eligible for federal funding. Another advantage of that exchange would be that is higher flexibility, what can be included in the project, like the ADA ramps. Using federal dollar, that would not be possible. The ADA ramps would be paid out of our from a difference project. And the last big advantage would be using state fund versus federal fund would be the lower administrative cost for the project. Typically, it's higher expectation how you are managing the project and what kind of inspection requirement you have to meet for federal fund projects. The disadvantage using this specific state fund versus federal fund would be that is a certain date, March of next year, by which date this project has to be ready to go out for construction. If the city cannot meet that deadline, then this fund would be lost. The other disadvantage of this specific fund would be that the matching requirement is different than for the federal fund. The matching requirement for the federal fund is 11.5%, and the requirement for this specific state program is 50% match with Measure A money. The city would be able to meet both of these disadvantages based on the fact that in our proposed CIP program for this budget year is included, they are included two different road improvement projects, one using the federal funding and the second using for neighborhood street improvement with a proposed allocation of $800,000, which a combination of gas tax and Measure A fund. Reason why this would not be a challenge for us to meet the requirement of this state fund. This is the reason why I am here tonight recommending you to support this exchange of fund. What lately came up a new issue in regards to this exchange. TA and CCAG still is in negotiation with MTC, and they are finalizing the requirement for this state fund. If the requirements will be so restrictive that will make no sense for us to exchange the federal funds for state fund, then it will be up to the city to use this approval, but you are providing us if you will choose to approve this exchange fund, depending on the further clarification what the requirement for that state fund will be. What I am saying that even if you will support this action tonight, depending how that final requirement for this program it looks like, if will make sense for the city to exchange the fund or not.
Any questions of staff? Okay.
One other condition that I noticed was that it had to be a 15-year pavement life extension. So it was, what I gather from that is that it would take care of some of our, worst condition streets.
Correct. That was a new requirement added by MTC lately, actually, not initially. But that requirement could be managed, that could be met by our project, that basically in this project would be included overlays and reconstruction and would not be included seal coating projects.
Okay. Thank
Any questions or comments or action?
No other question? I'll adopt the resolution.
Vice Mayor Ibarra.
Aye.
Councilmember Medina.
Aye.
Councilmember Salazar.
Aye.
Councilmember O'Connell.
Aye.
Mayor Ruane.
Aye.